Well, it looks like I was wrong. Counter-Strike 2 is real. There are times in my life where I've been wrong about things, but usually it's what I like to think of as a positive wrong. For example, back in 2013, I made a video called Half-Life 3 will be at E3 2013. That's a positive wrong. I thought something great was gonna happen, and it didn't happen. I thought, well, of course Valve isn't gonna do anything that cool. Valve isn't actually going to do something to the level of a brand new game, a full sequel. And guess what? I was actually wrong. Valve today, on March 22nd, announced that Counter-Strike 2 is not only real, but coming out this summer. Free for all Counter-Strike Global Offensive owners, which fully ported to Source 2, with brand new models, materials, assets. It seems like every asset was remade, or at least recompiled or exported using higher resolution sources. This is nuts. Not only did Counter-Strike 2 get a full new website, it also got 3 new videos on YouTube talking about the remakes to levels, the tickless server system that we talked about in a couple videos back, and of course, smokes. Volumetric, voxel-based 3D smokes. The game is starting in closed beta today. The closed beta starts on the day that all of this was announced on March 22nd, 2023. It seems as if it's kind of a random lottery on who actually gets into this closed beta, but Valve has stated that your trust, the number of hours that you have on Valve servers, the number of times you've played the game, and a few other factors put into that system. That beta is not NDA, meaning the people that get into it can record videos, stream it, put content online, which means in a few hours we're going to be seeing a lot of gameplay of this beta. Now, this closed beta that is launching tonight as of recording will only have deathmatch and competitive through Dust 2. Dust 2 itself didn't get a remake. They have announced that they're actually putting remade quote-unquote maps into 3 different categories, absolutely full remakes, and they've announced that Overpass and Italy got full remakes, more refurbishments like Nuke getting brand new lighting and PBR materials, and then things that they're calling touchstone maps, and Dust 2 is shown as a touchstone map. It's not known exactly what the difference between these refurbished and touchstone maps are. Maybe these touchstone maps actually didn't get that much changed, and PBR is only reserved for those refurbished maps like Nuke. One of the major features that Valve spent a lot of time talking about was the new volumetric smoke system. The smokes are no longer just a decal, a particle, or some kind of 2-dimensional sprite being attached to a particle system. Source 2's new particle system is voxel-based and allows for the actual particles to be an interactive 3D model that has full physics-based properties that interact with not only the geometry, which, by the way, in Source 2 is no longer brush-based, it's all a mesh, but also interacts with player action, so one could shoot through the smokes to increase visibility, use different types of grenades to clear different parts of the smoke grenade, and interacts with lighting as if it would be a real dust cloud shooting out of a smoke grenade. The system is an excellent tech demo for what the new Rubicon physics engine, it's actually not that new, but it's excellent to show off what Source 2 is capable of doing. It's a great use case. And then, of course, servers are tickless. It's a sub-tick system, which means that the 128 tick plea is dead. We finally do not have to worry about it anymore. Sub-tick servers mean that what you see is what you get. What you're doing is what the server sees and what other players. Exactly how this goes about, technically speaking, is difficult to understand, even for some of my more technically minded friends, and the video doesn't do an incredible job of explaining it, but all you need to know is ticks are dead and you'll be fine. You will no longer get CS:GO'd anytime soon. At least that's what they're trying to do. Other small details is that the Molotov has the Half-Life Alyx liquid shader effect that was added. We are getting a full Source 2 tool set for the CS:GO workshop. It will hopefully be a bit more robust than what we ended up getting with the Half-Life Alyx workshop tools, or hey, it might be worse. Time will tell. Your entire CS:GO inventory will transfer over, and not only that, but all of the assets from models, materials, meshes, everything has been re-exported from the original sources in higher resolution, and all of these assets will be interacting with the better lighting system to make everything appear as if it was remade from scratch. This crap is nuts. Of course, the user interface was entirely redesigned to the point where it is a new game. There's a lot of cute details here, like actual kills being counted as a deck of cards on the bottom of the screen, different UI effects that are taking advantage of Source 2's Panorama far more than the backported version of Panorama in Source 1 CS:GO. But my favorite thing of all was Valve maybe accidentally leaking a look at their canceled, or maybe it's coming back, Index headset audio only. The Index, the Valve Index VR headset, has floating earphones that was created by Emily Ridgway back in like 2018. It's an incredible system, and Valve had shown interest in taking that audio system and turning it into its own standalone product. One of the developers of the Counter-Strike Global Offensive or Counter-Strike 2 development team, or whatever you want to call it, has that system sitting on their desk. Is that a tease? Is that real? What's going on? We're gonna know more very soon. I'm sure that once somebody gets a hold of the files, it's gonna start getting distributed around, and we will be able to start data mining for real. This is so exciting. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be your friend. And of course, I am Tyler McVicker, the Passionate Gamer. I will see you later. There's a lot to dig into, and hopefully I'll get my hands on these files very soon. I'll be doing the data mining live, so follow my Twitch page, twitch.tv/Tyler McVicker, and I hope to see you later. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me, and I'll talk to you all at another date. I hope you're having a great life. Adios.